Hello everybody, in this video we are going to print numbers, Armstrong numbers from 1 to 1000. As you can see on the screen, this is the output for Armstrong numbers, and in this program we are going to print Armstrong numbers which will lie between 1 to 1000. Now these are the answers: 1, 153, 370, 371, 407. These are the Armstrong numbers which are there in between 1 to 1000. Now first let me explain you what is Armstrong number. Like here 1 is Armstrong number because 1 cube, when we will break the number and we will find the cube of the individual digit of that number, and if that is equal to the number itself, then that is called as the Armstrong number. For instance, over here 1 cube is equal to 1, so this is an Armstrong number. Now 153, how this is an Armstrong numbers? First we will break this into its separate digits like 153. Now we will first find the cube of 3. So cube of 3 is 27 plus cube of 5. Cube of 5 is 125. So 27 plus 125. Then 1 cube. This is 1. Now when we will sum up all these three digits like 27 plus 125 plus 1, and if the answer comes as 153 itself, then it is called as a Armstrong number. Similarly, the same logic will be applied for all these digits. So we will multiply the individual, we will sum up the cube of individual digit, and if the answer comes the number itself, then that number is called as the Armstrong number. So now let's write the program and see what is the concept of this Armstrong number. So let's learn to write the program. So here we have taken the class as Armstrong and we have written this public static void main. Now we will declare all the variables which we will need for this program. So this program we are going to implement using for loop, and we will also use while loop also. So we are taking a variable which will be used inside the for loop. So that will be, we are taking I. Then one variable we will require to put the value of I into that, so we are taking n for that. Then one variable we will need to find out the individual digits of that number, so we take x for that, and one variable to find the sum, and we allot a value 0 to this sum. Next we will, as we have to find out the Armstrong numbers lying between 1 to 1000, so you can take any range what you want. So I am taking from 1 to 1000. So for I equals to 1, I less than equal to 1000, I plus plus. Now our for loop starts. Now the first thing which we will do, we have to deal with all the digits which are lying from 1 to 1000. So one by one we will check all these digits. So for that we will allot the value of I to a variable. So say we are allotting that value to I. So n equals to I. So in this, what is happening, whatever will be the value of I, that will be put in n. So n equals to I. Then we apply a while loop. Now whatever we are going to write down inside while loop, that will be executed till the value of n becomes 0. So this will be executed only when the value of n is greater than 0. It will stop as soon as the value of n becomes 0. So now what we will do, we will find out each digit of that number. So suppose n is your number, we have put the value of I into n. So now we are finding the digits, so that will be stored in x. X can be found out by n mod 10. Now let me tell you what this mod operator does. Mod operator will give you the remainder. For instance, just now I had shown you the output that 153 is a Armstrong number. So when I divide that 153 by 10, the first thing which we will get is 153 divided by 10. So what this will give, the remainder will be 3. We know, so we get the last digit of 153. So in X, 3 will be stored now. I will explain you everything of this program when I will show you the dry run of this code. So first, write down the program. So we have got the last digit of i's value of particular value of I. Then we have to find out sum equals to sum plus x into x. So we have to find out the cube of that digit which we have obtained just now. So whatever we have obtained, suppose if the value of I is 1 initially, then what we got, x equal to n mod 10, so we got 1. So this sum will be sum plus 1 into 1 into 1, so that will be 1. So, and then, but the case for n for 1, it will stop over here because after 1 we don't have any digits. So let's consider with 153. So the first thing which we have done is we have found out the cube of 3. Now next we have to find out cube of 5. So for that we again have to do one operation, that is n will be equal to n slash 10. So over here what we will get, n's value is now, suppose if we are taking 153, so that will be 153 divided by 10. So this division operator will give you the quotient, so you will get 15. So next the same operation we will do for n equals to 15. So I will show you everything in the dry run. So here this is our code will end up now, and now we have to compare if sum equals to I, means here we had stored the value of I into n. Why we had stored? To do some calculations over here. And then whatever calculations we have done, we got the value of sum. So now we are comparing that sum with I. If it is equal to I, then we have to print out system.out.print. We have to print the value of I, means we are now printing all the Armstrong numbers. So I plus, and then we will provide a blank space, and we don't write down over here ln because each time all the Armstrong number will be printed in the next line, which we don't want. And next we have to put the value of sum against 0, otherwise this will have these values in sum and it will not give you the desired result. So our program ends up here. Now before we find out, we compile this program and see the output, let's try to see the dry run of this code. Here we are having the dry run of this code. This is the program which we have written just now. And now as I told you an example that in the program that we are computing all the Armstrong numbers which are between 1 to 1000. So the first Armstrong number was 1 and the next one is 153. So we are taking with 150. I'm just showing you the output for 153 because it's not possible to show you one by one starting from 1 to 1000 because it's a big number. So I've just taken when value of I is 153, then how it will print that this is a Armstrong number. So here you can see the first thing is what is happening. When I equals to 153, the first thing which is happening, I's value will be stored in n. So n's value becomes 153 now. Now here we have a test condition whether n's value is greater than 0 or not. So here you can see that n's value is greater than 0. So this is true. So inside this all the code will be executed. So first thing is x equals to n mod 10. This mod operator will give you the remainder. As I have written over here, this returns the remainder. So when I divide 153 by 10, remainder will be 3. So this, the first time x will store 3. Then what we have, sum equals to sum plus x into x into x. So initial value of sum is 0. So now 0 plus 3 into 3 into 3 because we got the value of x as 3. So this is equal to 27. Next thing we are doing, n equals to n by 10. So what is n? N is 153 divided by 10. So that will be equal to 15. This slash operator will give you the division operator will give you the quotient. So this we get 15 as the value of n now. So again you can see we have come to the end of the loop, but as the value of n is greater than 0, because now we got 15, so again this loop will be executed. So again loop continues. So now what we get, n equals to x equal to n mod 10. So now value of n is 15. So 15 mod 10 will give you 5. Remainder will be 5. So now sum will be equals to sum plus 5 into 5 into 5. So sum's value is 27. To 27 plus 125. So that is equal to 152. Next step, n equals to n by 10. So n by 10. So this is going to give 15 by 10. So your quotient will be 1. Again you see that this condition gets satisfied. So again loop will continue. Now x equal to n mod 10. So what is n? N is 1. N mod 10 will give you 1. So sum equals to 152. Sum plus 1 into 1 into 1. So that is equal to 153. Now n equals to n by 10. So what we get? N's value is 1. So 1 divided by 10 will give 0. Now the loop will terminate because the value of n is not greater than 0. So after terminating from loop, now the next thing is if sum equals to I. So sum we got as 153. So this is equal to I because initially we stored the value of I is 153. So this is why we stored the value of I into a different variable, because if you continue with I, then at the end you will get I's value as 0 and you will not get the desired result. So here as sum is equal to I, so this will print it as an Armstrong number. Here you will get this number will be printed. So similarly, one by one this for loop will check all the numbers which are lying between 1 to 1000, and it will check all the numbers which are Armstrong. So this is the concept of Armstrong. So now let's go back to the code and see our next Armstrong number. So here is our code. Let's compile it. We get no syntax error. Now we execute this program. So void main. Here click OK. These are our Armstrong numbers which are there on the output. So this is how we can print all the Armstrong numbers on the screen. We can get the output as all the Armstrong number. Here you can see that one is our Armstrong number, then 153, then 370, then 371. So this is the code to find out Armstrong number. Here you can see the code again. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.